I am Professor Jonathan Northgate of Pacific College. My background with respect to zombies has to do with the studies that I have made in many different cultures, mostly in the Americas, but some in Europe and in Africa, on post-mortem states of animation. I have put extensive attention on the Cupertino case. It's a very special case in the history of post-mortem animation, or zombieism, as it's commonly called. It is one of the better documented of cases, even though there were 15 dead, as far as we can be sure. And the film, the unique opportunity in the modern era with so many people with cameras in their cell phones and other such to capture, I exactly can't call them live zombies, but zombies in their animated and active forms, while in the very act of passing their strange and disquieting infection to other members of the population. We were able to actually see this in process. And so it's a fascinating case of post-mortem animation, or zombieism.
My name is Denise Chicudo. Joe and I were partners. I've been dating Joe for about 2.5 years before the incident, the infection. We were handfasted twice in the past year or so, so we're committed partners. We were committed partners until I could never, he knew I could never ever be joked once about, would you still be with me if I were a vampire? Yes, I would still be with you if you're a vampire. Would you still be with me if I were a zombie? And I said that absolutely not. I couldn't, that would end the commitment right there.
I'm Jacob Adler. I was on the Cupertino PD. I was the officer that found the bodies in the house at 42 Luna Drive. I found 15 corpses, 15 dead bodies, and no indication of how they could have died. There was just a few bruises on some of them and no wounds. It was eerie, not really understandable. I'd seen dead bodies before. I'd seen dead bodies with significant wounds. I'd never seen what looked to be a mass killing. It's not something you ever get over. Still have nightmares about it.
My name is Les Addison. I was a friend of Sarah's and Mike's and most of the folks at the party. Without them, I almost don't even know who I am anymore. It's been a year since the disaster, and it seems, just like yesterday in some ways. It's remarkable because, I was supposed to be there, and I wasn't, and so they made the video for me so I could participate. And I was looking forward to having, this remote fun experience with watching the video, and it's just horrible. It's just horrible.
I'm standing here, live on the scene, at 42 Luna Drive. Initial grisly reports, as yet unconfirmed by any official police channels, suggest that this may have been the site of horrific multiple homicides. Initial neighborhood interviews say that 10 to 20 bodies were pulled from this house this morning. Additionally, they suggest that this may have been the site of a party last evening and that the homicides may have been due to a zombie attack. Again, as yet, this is not confirmed by any official police channels. If it did in fact happen, it seems to be an isolated incident and there is no reason to panic. Please stay tuned as the story develops.
Oh, hi Les. So people are starting to arrive at the party, and such a shame that you can't make it. I think you'd absolutely love it.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Happy birthday! How are you? Birthday.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, it's so good to see you. 42.
Excellent. Thank you
Happy
very
birthday!
much. Thank you so much. That's lovely.
Yeah, she's not even getting something.
Take that, Christmas. at the party tonight? Andy?
Andy?
I'm Joe.
Yeah, you're Andy's friend. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He said you might, show you
Would you
my
like to
book.
come in?
Yeah, thank you. It's very nice of you to invite me. It's nice. It's nice. It's good. Shoes.
Oh, sure.
I brought a book. I think you might like it. It's very good. It's Atlas Shrugged. It's full of, I'm learning so much. I've learned so much about why we need to retard and revert social progress. It's great. It's great. People should be, you really should understand.
Sorry, somebody's just calling my name. I'll be back in a moment. 1 second.
People would like to know about this fine thing. Look at this. Let's look at this. It's really? Oh, yes. It's very exciting because it's so simple. My epistemology. Look at your very own copy and receive the true wisdom of Ayn Rand and enjoy her etchings and understand how we can revert social progress. It would be awesome. Would you like to see my fountain head? It's got some epistemology in it. It's not as dirty as it sounds, and it'll help the rest of us get together and revert social progress and lower taxes so we can have more tea bags.
It's a pangalactic gargle blaster. Look, Les, don't you wish you could have one? Haha, it's blue.
Oh, I'd love one, thank you. Just leave it there.
I'm going to put a little Ayn Rand in it. That way, I'm going to put a little Ayn Rand in it. That way they'll start drinking the Kool-Aid. Great.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's dance to that.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's a bit strong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smashes your brains out the gold breaks after.
For real. Actually, I have to go to the loo. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sarah!
Oh, hi, Neville. What's up?
I've been reading this really good book.
Uh-huh.
I need to show it to you.
Really?
Yeah, there's this speech. It just explains everything. Let me read it.
Really?
Accept the irrevocable fact that your life depends on your mind. Admit that the whole of your struggle, your doubts, your fates, your evasions was a desperate quest to escape from the responsibility of a volitional consciousness.
Uh-huh.
A quest for automatic knowledge, for instinctive action, for intuitive certainty.
I see what you mean.
And while you called it a longing for the state of an angel, what you were seeking was the state of an animal.
Yeah.
Accept as your moral ideal the task of becoming a man. Sarah, do you see?
I see.
It is very important.
I want book.
Take book. It will explain.
Book.
Book good. Look, see
Book.
more.
Awesome.
Gold.
Where?
John Gold. John
It's
Gold.
only reality.
Hey.
The only realm
Cut.
proposed
Teabag.
moral purpose. Moral purpose.
Tax cut. Tax cut.
Mom, Dad, they're libertarian zombies, so if you ever see this, just be very careful, because they turn Sarah, and I don't know what to do, and I hear them outside, and oh my God, I don't know what to do. They're coming.
Police? Please say your name and address.
Yes, the address is 42 Luna Drive. There's zombies in the living room.
There are no such things as zombies.
What do you mean you don't believe me? There's dead people out there. And I'm stuck in a closet, and they're gonna come get me any minute now.
Ma'am.
Don't hang up. I'm in the cupboard. There's zombies in the living room, and I don't know what to do. I just called the police, and they just don't believe me, and I don't know what to do now. Oh geez. So if anybody sees this, bye. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Oh my God, they're coming. They're coming.
Zombieism is a peculiar state wherein certain information, functioning very much like a virus, enters into the neural system of a living person and kills them from within. An ossification of mind and ideology, where when these blend together, the entire mind of the person locks and becomes completely ineffective to operate the body. Nonetheless, the meme that has entered into the body keeps it functioning even though really there is no life left. All of the individual animating spirit has crystallized into dead form, and the animating element to this strange virus, nonetheless makes the body move on and spread itself.
Well, as the infection took hold, I didn't know it at the time, but he was acting more strange. He told me about some book he got from this guy he met, I think, at a coffee shop. And instead of being online a lot, which he usually was online all the time, he was reading this book, and he started tweeting, lines from this book. I think it was Atlas Shrugged. And he talked in very strange part sentences to me. Instead of texting me things like "I love you," he would text me quotes from the book he was reading, which is really weird. And things like, it became more and more random, just simple words like fountainhead and tea bags and tax cuts at the end. And I didn't hear from him very much on the day of the incident at all. I was at a conference, so that was normal, I guess, but I didn't hear anything until the news report later.
It was not really understandable. There were just bodies lying around, obviously dead. Something happens with the dead bodies, you can smell them pretty quickly. And again, no indication of violence, just people everywhere not moving. That was the problem. They didn't seem to have any. When you walk into a scene like this, you expect to see gunshots, you expect to see, knife wounds, something. And these people had nothing. They were just lying down as if they'd gone to sleep and died.
I can't possibly imagine that I will ever get over this experience. So many people that I love and care about in a zombie attack. I've tried to find a support group for survivors of zombie attacks or friends of people lost to zombie attacks, and there aren't any. They have, cancer survivor support groups or plane crash survivor support groups and all kinds of other things, but no zombie survivor, support groups. And I feel so alone and bereft, both without my friends, and very few people can really understand the experience that I've been through and what it's like. There was a disaster where I lost my friends, and some people, they don't even think that this could really have happened.
I'm often asked the question if I have any advice for the lay individual facing a zombie. Sadly, we are likely to find them in dance halls, in places of entertainment, places where people gather. And all too often it is dark. All too often the noise is so great. There are other foci of our attention that it is hard to spot a zombie until they are right upon you and possibly even infecting you in that moment. There isn't much you can do except run. There isn't much you can do but hold them at arm's length. The classic 10-foot pole is barely enough. Run. Run now. Don't hesitate. Stay away from those who appear too pale, those who are staggering and lurching about, their bloodshot eyes, their fixed gaze, their moaning, groaning, auditory responses as their bodies are shutting down in immense pain we feel. Because once you are infected, you too will be in their state. And there is nothing compassionate that can be done for you except a shot in the head. I'm so sorry, but there is so little that can be done. Run. Run now. Hesitate not at all.
Speak up if you are a survivor of somebody who died. Speak up. Let other people know so you can help other people who are grieving, because that's the only way we're going to be able to move on. And speak up so that we can cure this. Speak up so that we can prevent this from happening. It's not just about controlling the zombies or keeping the peace. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than the government wants us to know. But hopefully this documentary will change that.
One of the things I'm worried about with this is that this will happen again. And the authorities, as they have this time, seem to have covered it up. As most people are aware of as I said before, the video got leaked and it's been all over the internet, usually shown as a hoax or a gag. But I know it's real. There's 15 bodies and they're dead. I'm deathly afraid that this will keep happening. It may already have happened again without the benefit of having somebody film it. I'm going to keep looking into this for as long as I can. And I'm going to keep carrying just in case until we can get something done about this disease or whatever it is that causes this.
I'm terrified! I'm terrified! There are zombies!
Thank you for the interview. That was absolutely kick-ass. Hang on,
we're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we want to do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here. Maybe we should compromise. Open up the door, we'll all come inside and eat your brain. I don't want to nitpick, Tom, but is this really your plan? Spend your whole life locked inside a mall. Maybe that's okay for now, but someday you'll be out of food and guns. Then you'll have to make the call. ahead for all that bigger picture stuff. But Tom, that's what I do, and I plan on eating you slowly. All we want to do is eat your brains. We're not unreasonable, I mean no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we want to do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here, maybe we should compromise. You open up the door, we'll all come inside and eat your brains. I'd like to help you, Tom, in any way I can. I sure appreciate the way you're working with me. I'm not a monster, Tom, well, technically I am. I guess I am. Got another meeting, Tom, maybe we could wrap it up. No, we'll get to common ground somehow. Meanwhile, I'll report back to my colleagues who were chewing on the doors. I guess we'll table this for now. I'm glad to see you take constructive criticism well. Thank you for your time, I know we're all busy as hell. And we'll put this thing to bed when I bash your head open. All we want to do is eat your brains. We're not unreasonable, I mean no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we want to do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here, maybe we should compromise. Open up the doors, we'll all come inside and eat your brains.